Hello. I really want to talk today about um, medicine and how it's being done and a truly holistic way to view medicine. This is a conversation that comes up quite often with my patients, and I just feel really compelled to share it with you because we can easily get lost within the medical system. So it's all about perspective. Normally what happens is we have a symptom or we see our doctor, our test is done, and something comes up and we find that something's going on. So conventionally, what we do is we diagnose, right? We figure out what's going on, and then we offer treatments. Conventional medical treatments often are surgeries, procedures, medications. Usually those are the categories it falls under. Now, some people prefer to opt out of conventional medications. Let's say they don't want to be on drugs, they want to try vitamins. So if there's no acute need for a drug or a procedure, then it makes sense that somebody would want to try something maybe a little bit less likely to cause side effects, maybe better tolerated. That is where we enter the world of, say, naturopathic medicine. And we start working with plant-based supplements, herbs, vitamins, and building back the body in that way. That is not that, I mean, it's different from conventional medicine, but it still is working on the physical nature of the body, right? We're using physical substances that we're swallowing or somehow putting into the body. We're working at the physical level. Our bodies are not just physical. The physicality that we have is actually an effect of many, many other things that are deeper. So if you go a level sort of outside of our physicality, we have energy, right? Our body is made up of energy. We have an aura. We have energy fields around us. We're affected by these things even though we can't see them. That's where other types of medicine come in that try and work on the energy. So for example, like acupuncture. If you learn about acupuncture, Chinese medicine, you'll hear about meridians, which are pathways of energy. So there are medical, not conventional, but some approaches to medicine that involve looking at the energy of the body and helping that become balanced. That's a deeper level of healing than working at the physical level. And it's not about just one level, it's about looking at all of these levels. So we need to look at the physical, take our pills or our supplements or whatever, but we should also go a little deeper, maybe consider the energy. Even deeper than that, which is where I'm leading to, is what's the cause of everything? Even the energy of our body is affected by something. It's not a cause into and of itself. Something is affecting that, and the energy of our body affects our organs. The ultimate level of cause is actually up here in our consciousness. Our consciousness is huge. It's a powerhouse. It's connected to some universal source of energy. We don't even know how to explain it, but our consciousness is our thoughts, our emotions are affected by it, their energies, their frequencies, and they have a direct implication on our energy field, which directly affects our physical body. So in order to be truly holistic, we need to look at all three of these levels, because if we're only looking at the physical, all the supplements in the world might temporarily help you, but it hasn't necessarily fixed the root cause of an issue. Only looking at the energetic is okay, except that problems can keep coming back because the energy can be fixed temporarily, but then it can go back to an imbalance. In order to really attempt to do some deep level permanent healing, we also need to address what's going on up here in our consciousness, which means our temperament, our personality, our traits, mostly our reactive nature. So we come into this world with certain temperaments and personalities, but it doesn't mean that we're stuck with it, right? It means that maybe we have to work a bit harder, but working on lowering our reactivity, overcoming our ego. So it really has to do with how we respond to the world around us and finding a way to break free and elevating our consciousness, elevating our response, becoming more proactive rather than reactive. Those are some examples of ways that we can take control over our consciousness and elevate it so that it's of a lighter frequency, a better energy, so to speak, so that the message that energy sends out to our body is cleaner. It's associated with healthy energy pathways in the body, which then will help support our organs rather than destroy them and cause depletion. So my main point in sharing this is that I really think we need to understand that to truly be holistic, we really need to address all three of these levels, always keeping in mind what's the cause. And I have so many patients who understand just based on how they were raised and taught, and I understand why, that let's say, oh, my symptoms are because of a thyroid problem or a hormone problem. And it's true to some extent, but we should never stop there. You know, we should always say, okay, so how come your thyroid's off? What's going on? Is there an energetic something going on? Is there a chakra imbalance in that area? And if so, what's causing that imbalance? And you know, I forgot to mention, but chakras are our energy fields, right? So that's a really important way of addressing our energy body. You can balance your chakras, but in order to really do so, you have to go up to your consciousness and ask the right questions. Sorry about that. You have to ask the right questions, like, why is this chakra out of balance? What emotions am I having? What thoughts am I having that is affecting that particular chakra, causing it to be out of balance, which then affects my physical organs and my health. So that was my message that I just wanted to share with you. It's a little taste of my vision for medicine and how we can really incorporate all of these layers into it for full healing. And thank you for listening today.